This is a very luminous group of rod towers which look very bright, so they actually could be emitting energy rather than just being passive sun reflectors. They could have been observed when the first Apollo 8 actually flew over the moon in 25th December, and that was 1968. So their signal for alien presence was Santa Claus. I'll just replay that emission now. So these could have been observed very high up because they're very bright and luminous, and it's a whole aggregation of them here. We see the excavations around there. Some are square excavations as we go down. There seems to be a very large group of these rod structures. Here we see external square excavations, two internal towers there, one or two larger ones there, and the area is studded with very bright luminous rod towers which continue down to this side as well. This group here is very bright and luminous. We'll just measure that one. So it seems to be that's 200 meters wide. So it seems to be very common that they actually come on one edge of excavations. Some have excavated courtyards around it. Here we go as well. These are two thick white ones and an internal one. And we see greenery or vegetation around these areas. These are more interesting because they show a perfect square down this side. A little bit a darker green than the outside brown soil, so it's obviously cut a little bit lower. We could have a condensation happening and obviously vegetation in these areas. So we see many structures there, and from very high up that would be very luminous and visible to Apollo 8 that flew around, and again their code word for observing an alien presence was Santa Claus. And that was obviously not to frighten too many people or to let any other countries know about it at that stage. Here we have evidence there of these other excavator type areas. So this is fairly visible, I believe, from high up. This is 3.3 kilometers high up. That's a perfect square excavation here, we see. Down there we have a little rod-like structure in there. And I'm just going to experiment how far high we can go up and lose that type of visualization. So we're hitting 15 kilometers now, and we still see those bright areas occurring, and we've hit now 21 kilometers. So this is a fairly bright collection of these rod towers, and the largest one was about 200 meters wide.